What's up guys, welcome to the 4th episode in my map guide series. Today we're going to be covering Hotel Trouble. If you want to check out the other map guides I've done, the link will be in the description. Sorry about taking so long with getting this one out. I've recently started my new job and I've been busy with a lot of stuff. Anyway, I hope you learned something and enjoyed the video. Let's get into it. So starting off with the attacker loadout, I like to go with the Scar, a grenade, and another grenade. The reason I like the Scar for this map is because of its long range, and I like to play as more of a overlooker, so play these long angles and just kill people from far away with my one taps. Frag grenades are useful because you can just throw a grenade into a room from far away to clear it out. You don't need to use a flashbang and then have to run across a hallway risking your life to then clear that room that you just flashed. Alright, next up we're going to talk about spawn peaks and where to watch out from. Starting off with the emergency point respawn. First angle you want to be careful of are these two windows over here. This is a good little spot to peek at these two windows from because it's hard for the defenders to see you. They can still see you, so just be careful. Then you also want to watch out for these two windows here on the balcony over there. Here you can see on the map the two windows you want to really be careful of when spawning emergency. Both of these are on the 4th floor. Moving on to the main gate spawn. Here are the windows you want to watch out from. There you go, here you can see all the angles and windows you can be shot from when looking from main gate. This little crack as well. And let's not forget about these little gaps in the wood here from the 2nd floor cafeteria, as defenders can see you from those gaps and shoot you as you run down. Now, not a lot of people know about that, but it is just something to be aware of. And that red door as well, sometimes you can be shot from there too. Right, moving on to the side alley spawn. The staircase on the right is where you want to be careful from, as you can be shot by defenders as you're still in this alley. Right, moving on to camera locations. So when you spawn in, if you look to your left, there you go, you can see the camera in that little corner. When entering the 1st floor reception, in the top right as you enter on that ping there, you can see the next camera. Then moving up to the 2nd floor, at the end of the corridor by the toilets, you can see your 2nd floor camera. Moving on to the 3rd floor camera, I like to shoot it out while I'm rappelling on this wall there. There you go. You can just shoot through the glass. Get it nice and early in the round. And then finally onto the 4th floor camera, which is just there where the double doors are at the end of the hallway. And here it is on the map, so you can just ping that. Onto the last camera, which is located in the basement, just there looking at power. Right, onto attacking strats, starting with the 2nd floor conference room. So I like to spawn emergency regardless of what side I'm attacking, just as it works best for this whole path I like to take to get to the objective. So I like to start my journey by checking for the spawn peaks. So again, that window, potentially that window, and definitely that window. Then I like to run up with a pistol, shoot out that camera, have a little look-see into the kitchen, check that corner, check that doorway, and have a look over there. Then once I've done that, come over to here and have a little peek through these curtains, as you can actually see into that room through that little gap in the curtains, enough to see the door there and potentially shoot and kill someone in the room who's standing watching the door.
That noob. What? No. No way.
Then I'll just have a little look-see over there. And shoot out 3rd floor camera, just in case my teammates want to run around on the 3rd floor. Here I'm just checking the reception, making sure it's nice and safe for me to cross. So later in the round I like to actually get onto the second floor through this way, as late round it's just usually something the defenders don't expect. And that's just me looking at behind the bar, as there could be a defender behind there and it's just something to watch out for. That's the second floor camera right there. In this case I didn't shoot it out as I'm trying to be sneaky and not heard by the enemies, and since I have a scar I don't have a suppressor on it, so I don't want to give away my position. Here's a nice little angle you can look into that room from. Behind the box it's actually very hard to see someone on the other end of this, like for them to see you, I mean. I'm just going to open this door and have a look in that room, make sure it's safe. So what we're basically trying to do here is work our way around the site and just clear all of the surrounding areas, making sure there are no enemies in the obvious places that we might need to kill if we want to defuse the bomb. There's usually a guy in that room, so again it's just another common place to check. Then once you've cleared the bomb room, you've cleared the surrounding places, you're pretty much good to defuse, because if there are a defender left and he's not really anywhere close, and it's unlikely he'll get to you in time by the time you start defusing.
The bomb has been defused.
What? No.
Oh, this is where Grim got fucked. Shit. Now obviously if I wasn't going pistol only I would have killed that guy, but nonetheless that round was a good example of the strat. Alright, moving on to attacking the third floor, room 201. Here you can see me lining it out on the map. It is that little room with the metal grating on the third floor balcony. So the process here is pretty much the same, you know, shoot out that camera with the pistol, check the kitchen. I'm just gonna go down and then up slowly, check the 4th floor windows there, as you can be shot from them. Shoot out the camera, shoot out those 2 bits of glass nice and early in the round. That's we're shooting out the glass nice and early here at the start of the round, so that late round when our team actually wants to push into the room, they don't have to make that audio cue for defenders that they're breaking the glass and actually entering the building. So I like to go into this room, then just be careful when you open this door, because there might be someone on the opposite side of the hallway in that room there. And then just slowly peeking myself out, laying down so I'm harder to see. You know, check that little cubby, checking that room there, and just slowly clearing your angles. Just slowly pushing up cover to cover, clearing all the angles that I think there could be someone as I go. So I don't know if you knew this, but you can hold and get a grenade ready to throw before you open the door. So while holding your grenade, you can actually then open the door, and as soon as it's open, throw the nade in. And as you can see, that nade was nice and perfect and landed exactly where it should. There you go, just bouncing the nade off like that as well. Nice and easy. Make sure that room's clear, make sure over there's clear, and good to defuse. So moving on to the third floor linen room, attacking this one is pretty much exactly the same as attacking room 201 with how I enter and clearing the rooms and that. Just with this one, when you get to the bomb room, make sure to clear out these two corners first. So that was the first one, and here's the second one here. Like that. As there usually tends to be defender either in this corner or the other one. Moving on to attacking the 4th floor, room 302. As you can see, I'm shooting out the camera early, and I'm just shooting out these windows to demonstrate of where you need to look out from. Again, shooting out those windows so that we can walk through them later in the round without making the noise. And then looking into the room, that if there's an open door there, you can actually look underneath the curtain through that gap and shoot anyone laying down in that room, which is how I've gotten a few nice little headshots. And then you can also rappel to the very left side of this balcony to see if there's anyone in that room. Just that corner there that I'm shooting at, you won't be able to see through that, like if anyone's in that very specific part of the room, but you can clear most of that room doing that. Here I'm just showing that you can't look into that left bathroom if that door's open, there's a guy in there. So what you have to do is, if you go and rappel on this side, then bang, you can see straight into that bathroom, headshot anyone that's peeking out. In this clip here, I'm just, throwing a nade into the bathroom. That's really what you want to do. If both bathroom doors are open, nade them if you can. Yeah, usually a kill. Pretty easy enough. And then here, ideally what you want to do while you're defusing, have a teammate watching the doors, close both doors, have teammates watching the doors, and then defuse the bomb. Moving on to attacking the 4th floor linen room. Just be careful when rappelling up to that 2nd floor, as very commonly if you're attacking the 4th floor, a defender will be in 2nd floor cafeteria to kill anyone doing exactly what I just did. Onto the rappelling, here I'm just showing how you want to rappel up to this place, which is in the far right where you're safe, and not here, as you can be shot from those double doors by a defender just standing there waiting for you. You'll then see the lovely little 4th floor cam. Easy enough. And bang, it's out. Now they can't see when you're pushing up 4th floor hallway. Obviously they could have spy caps. This is just me just laying down and then shooting at the positions where you kind of want to be careful of usually. And you can also open the doors from that while laying down. Very handy. Here is an example of what you don't want to do. You do not want to push down this hallway while prone or going very slowly like this, because if you're getting caught out in the open, you will be dead. I learned that the hard way. Here's the example of how you do want to push down this corridor, and it's from cover to cover, sprinting between the cover as fast as possible, ideally while a teammate is covering you. Here I'm just demonstrating how you can peek around this corner, as usually there's a defender in that cubby, in this little area, watching the stairway. So what I'm doing here is I'm pinging that back corner of the room, as usually there's a defender in that corner, and if you ping it, you can then just spam through your ping where he will be. That exercise room to the left is also a very common and popular spot for a defender to be in, so always check that. Maybe even pre-fire as well. And then just checking the other corner as well. Right, now I'm confident I've cleared the floor, I've cleared the surrounding rooms, and I can defuse the bomb. Moving on to the defender loadout. We have the Rattler, because it's pretty great. Sticky cam, because sticky cams are amazing. And a grenade, because, hey, good for shields, good for clearing the bomb room if someone's defusing it. So yeah. Okay, starting with the spy cam spot for the 2nd floor conference room. Up above the bomb, bang, right there in that little gap. Lovely little hidden cam. It's hard to see it here. I'm just showing, if you're an attacker, if you're clearing the room, these are the angles you're looking. You're not looking up there in that gap. It's pretty hard to see. And here is what you see. So perfect view of the bomb. Couldn't ask for much more than that. Moving on to the 3rd floor linen room. Nice little spy cam behind that lid there. Beautiful little view of the bomb. Can't see it really unless you go all the way at the back over there. So, another pretty good spot. Another great spot for the spy cam is there, next to room 207, end of the 3rd floor hallway. As you can see, it's pretty much invisible, and it gives you a perfect view down that hallway, including looking at the bomb. Room 201, perfect view of the bomb through those curtains right there. Room 301, perfect little spot. So you gotta throw it between, like in the middle. Perfect view of the bomb. Now onto the 4th floor linen room. Right here in this bookshelf, decent little spot. Perfect view of the bomb, and it's pretty damn hard to spot if you're actually defusing the bomb. So if you're entering the bomb room, clearing the angles, you might just see it if you're looking right at it as you go to the back. But it's pretty good. Moving on to good defending spots. Behind the bar on the 2nd floor in the cafeteria, bang, it's a good spot because as they rappel up, as you can see, you can shoot them. And behind there is also a really good spot because to nade you, they actually have to open the doors, and they have no cover while they're doing that, so you can just stand up like this and spray them down as they're trying to open the door, and they can't do anything about it. So it's a very good way of holding that rappel point and holding this entry into the 2nd floor. Another good spot is behind this cardboard box here, as you can have a good little sight line, very cheeky angle from behind that box onto that balcony, and if you're good enough, get a nice little headshot. And then as well, in this room here, if you lay down, you can actually look here, cover both these entrances from the balcony side, both that doorway on the other side and the double doors here on your side, and just shoot through like that. Another good room I like to hide in is this room at the end of the 3rd floor hallway here on the opposite side. There we go, like that. Kick the door in. The reason I'm kicking the door in is to make a little holy like this. And then through this little holy, you can crouch down, look through, and shoot anyone that opens that door. Another thing you can do is just wait with a grenade equipped. As soon as they open that door, bang, throw a nade like that and it'll kill them. Another great reason for this spot is to have a good view on the bomb. So when your defenders or your teammates might die and say the attackers are pushing up on the bomb, you can hide here laying down, wait for them to push up to the bomb room, and then as they're opening the door you can just headshot them from behind and they won't know where you are. Just a note here as well, you can shoot through that window, run out onto this balcony and shoot the defenders in the back if they're trying to push through the opposite side. Some other ideas are to kick a hole in this door while your teammate's on the inside, so he can peek through that little hole and hold that staircase there. Then you can do the same thing on this door here, and just like that you have a perfect sneaky little angle onto the balcony entrance. Okay, moving on to defending room 302 on the 4th floor. You can actually lay down behind this bed and use it to hide behind. If attackers are pushing in, they very rarely check behind the bed like that, and it's pretty much an easy kill. You can also lay behind the bed here. Just note that when you're laying down behind that bed, you can be seen from attackers rappelling on that balcony. However, if you lay down here in this corner, this part of the room, you won't be able to be seen from the balcony, and it's an angle that very few attackers check. Noobs will check it because they're better with that, but experienced players, they know what corners they don't need to check because there's never anyone there, and it's exactly why it might be a good spot. That's actually how a noob killed me, and I was like, you know, fair play. Check your corners. Another way to watch that balcony attached to room 302 is just kicking this door, making a little hole, and then peeking in and shooting them, not as they're rappelling, because it will be hard for you to confirm the kill, but once they've rappelled up and are breaking the glass and walking into that room there, that's probably the best time for shooting them. Here's another great spot for holding the 4th floor, so just laying down here, and then as soon as an attacker comes up, just headshot them. Then once the 40 seconds have passed in the round, letting you run out over here, here is a fantastic spot where you're really hard to see you. Shoot anyone coming up to that balcony, shoot any defenders on that platform, and best part is it doesn't say defender is outside. You can also use it to lay down here and cover that entire hallway from this little cheeky spot,
5
just like
seconds
that.
remaining.
Moving on to the power of rotations. So here you have your 2 staircases, right? There's the bomb. So let's say there's an attacker pushing up that staircase right there. So what I like to do, and what's a powerful strategy, is just to run down the staircase like this, run underneath them or above them depending on the floor, like that, and then pushing up behind them and bada bing bada boom, just shooting them with that. That's usually works pretty well and pretty effective. Alright guys, that was the video. I hope you learned something and enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you did, and there will be more map guides coming on their way. So see you boys next time. Peace.